what a Buckethead Bash is?
I know what and you're echoing again.
Well, it's
I'm
from back
echoing
here.
again.
Now it's
okay.
gone.
Now Gil's fixes. I know what a buckethead is only because I've seen you rip roaring around town several. It's those little open cars, is what it is.
And Bob Chester's
and they
with
just
us
zip everywhere.
to talk about the Buckethead Bash.
As he has been before.
Well, do you know where the term buckethead came from?
No, but you've told me before. But go ahead and explain one more time. And then I have a question.
We've been building these cars. Actually, I want to tell you that this has been a very excellent show so far. We just moved from an 8,500 square foot building to 24,000 square feet.
Good.
So I've got to deal with the foot issues now. I am walking all over the place, and that's making sense. And we are a car manufacturer. If you don't think there's some red tape dealing with the government bureaucracy that
really?
I don't even want to get into.
You're kidding.
It's the only, we're busy as can be. The only fear I have right now is government intervention. But that'll be all we talk about that right now.
Yeah,
so.
well, exactly. See, my husband, he's an environmental engineer, and what he does is help people meet environmental regulations. And when I hear colorful language coming from his office, there's like things this thick,
Yeah,
and this
except
doesn't
this
match
agency has this one, and this one has this one, and they don't match.
They don't match. He was
right.
complaining about that yesterday. Don't even get him
But back in
started.
1994, we had a website. Spirit Industry started, 94, and we had a message board on there. And people from
BBS?
A BBS, back in the BBS,
yeah,
Bulletin Board Service,
Bulletin board.
back in the old days. And so we had people from all over the place starting to come together, and the internet was new, and it's kind of weird because you're talking to these people, you don't know who they are.
Yeah.
So I actually start using the term buckethead to all these people that own T-buckets. We start calling ourselves bucketheads.
Buckethead. So you coined the
But why
phrase.
is it called a
frame.
T-bucket?
Well, it's a Model T.
Oh.
So back from the old Model Ts, if you take just the body, the bucket, it looked like kind of a bucket.
Take out the
You
fenders.
throw everything else away, and you
Except
basically put a new motor in it. And
Cool.
Does it
Is
just
this
look
the
like a
only
bucket?
Buckethead Bash in America?
this is the Buckethead Bash, and yes.
I was not aware of that. I thought it was like a nationwide club. Well, I guess
Well,
it's
it's grown to that. The NTBA, which we're founders of, the National T-Bucket Association.
Now you have people ship their cars in from overseas just to come here, don't you? Or,
Well,
or
we
have they done
ship
that
cars
before?
overseas. We've
Okay,
had people fly in from Japan and,
and just
drive down from Alaska, if you can imagine that ride.
Canada and different
Canada and all over. So.
Well, now, the question I was asking, and I don't know if it was last year or the year before last now, but you were on here with another gentleman, and you guys were building a car for someone who was sick.
Oh, Rick Lucy.
Yeah. What happened
he's a
there?
lieutenant. We got it done in the week and delivered the car, and you'll see it driving around. It's a real sparkly blue one. He's Lieutenant Lucy with the Baxter County Sheriff's Department. So he's.
And was he hurt or sick or something?
His son
like that?
was hurt real bad in an accident, and he was trying to get his car done for this event, and some of his buddies came by and wanted to know if we could fix it. So well, we actually took
fixed
it
and surprised him with it, I believe, is what the plan was.
That was a couple years ago.
Yeah, well, I remember that. I thought, well, I've never remembered to ask how that turned out. So the car turned out beautifully, and I certainly hope his son.
The car's beautiful, and it drives around town all the time.
Yeah.
He'll be
his
leading
son
the
as
cruises.
well, I hope.
His son as well.
Wonderful.
Yes, doing well.
Now,
well, good.
a T-bucket, you don't necessarily have to go out and find an old Model T body.
No, we manufacture.
You manufacture that. What do you
actually,
fiberglass or?
I was figuring out the other day, we do 23 different bodies and body styles and different types of cars. We do a 23, which is a T. We do a 27, which is a T. 2829, which is a Model A, and 3031, which is a Model A, and we do a 32 and a 34. So we're kind of expanding. We've done all these cars all along, but.
Now, do you just do the frame and then people buy that and put all the rest of it on themselves?
We do the chassis also, and we do the bodies, and we do turnkeys. We just
whatever
not too long
stage
ago
they
we sold a couple cars to the Casino Royale in Vegas. So those were turnkeys there. So if you go into Casino Royale and you see this big car on top of the slot machines, that's one of ours.
And they give those away, I guess, as prizes or jackpot things, whatever.
And we just sent one to a company called Fatburger. It's a hamburger joint out in I didn't know there was such a thing, but now we do. And they're giving it away, raffling it to give the money away to the Wounded Warriors.
Cool.
So that just went out to California a month ago.
Yeah. Well, what all happens at T-Bucket Bash? I know you cruise around town.
We cruise around town, yeah.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Barbecues.
And barbecues and parties and go out.
Yeah.
The people will start coming in next week about, probably Saturday, Sunday, you'll start seeing them around. And Monday we got cruises planned, and Tuesday we do a party at the shop. And it's kind of a private sort of thing, a vacation.
Buckethead only.
Yeah, well, sort of. Or you got to know somebody. If you got a different car, we'll let you bring your car. But up until about Friday, we don't really make it a public event. But Friday morning, we're going to do a rodeo. And we've done that in the past up at the First Baptist Church, the upper parking lot there. They got summer celebration goes on, and all the kids come out. And
what happens at a T-Bucket rodeo?
Well, the driver might get blindfolded, and the passenger might have to give directions and have a pole with a spoon on it and dip out an egg and then take it to a basket.
You're
and then
kidding!
Back up and just.
Well, how hilarious!
It's just a fun event, and then the guys always hang out and give every one of the kids a ride there. I've been impressed with that, so they give them a ride around the thing.
Cool.
Cool. And this year we've always gone to Auburn Hills, so we planned cruises to go past there so we could drop some cars off so the residents there could see the cars. This year we'll just take a few cars after the rodeo, go there. Friday night at 5:30, we've been doing a Jim Sell Memorial Cruise. And for a lot of people remember, Jim Sell was shot in the line of duty from Gassville.
Now that's out through, you'll do it out through Gassville, right?
Well, he was a motorcycle guy, and he was very helpful when the bash was in Gassville and around there. So we've been doing this cruise. It starts at the fairgrounds at 5:30, and we kind of explain what happened, and we'll go out to Norfolk, and that's open to all motorcycles, and then the T-Buckets and all cars, old antique cars or classic custom cars. Last year it grew pretty big. We surrounded Norfolk when we got there.
Is that right?
And we kind of regrouped there, and we come back and go past the, take the chase route that went out to Norfolk, go past the park there in Gassville and go past the Memorial. And this year we're going to do something new, and I think this is the first of an annual thing. My wife is putting together a sock hop. So Friday night at the fairgrounds, we'll have a sock hop, and I'm not going to enter the hula hoop contest. I can only go at the momentum, and then it goes down pretty quick. So that's all I can do, and we'll do the limbo thing, and maybe Now
is that open to the public?
That is definitely open to the public.
Definitely open to the public.
There's no charge to go in. It'll be like an ice cream social thing.
So it's a free
hot
dance.
Dogs. It's a free dance. But we're going to try to raise some money for the Christian Clinic this year.
Oh, wonderful.
Good deal.
Again, we won't go into healthcare, but we have an awesome community here with all kind of organizations, and that's one that we really support. And for the Jim Sell Memorial Cruise 2 years ago, we raised $1,200 for the Sheriff's Department for vests, for bulletproof vests, and we're going to try to do that again this year.
Good deal.
And we raised our $1,200 2 years ago, so there's no reason to believe we can't do it again. So that's going to be Friday night. Come to the hop. It's going to be great. We got DJ. We got the lights will be going. It'll be a party. So hopefully that grows and it's even bigger and better next year. But
just a great opportunity for people in this area to see T-Buckets from all over the country.
And actually, more cars. I mean, we do a Model A and a 32. I got to gradually move.
You got to move.
Our buckets are going to be front and center, but we do a lot of different cars, so it's open to all cars this year. And then Saturday we do the show at the fairgrounds. And that's from 9 o'clock till 2. And there will be a spectator fee of I think $2 or $3. Again, the proceeds are going to go to the Christian Clinic. And we had blow-up toys for the kids to jump on last year, and we had a slot car track so that it was free, no charge to the kids. It's a family event. That's what we want. And the guys, we have a valve cover race. If you've never seen one of those, we take it serious. Remember the old Pinewood Derby cars for the Boy Scouts or Cub Scouts? Well, we take valve covers.
I don't even know what a valve cover is.
Well, in your car, it covers the rockers.
It's a long.
It's a long.
Like a bucket, but it's an oblong, like a bread pan type thing. But it's only about that wide.
So it's a part that's on every motor. So it has to weigh under 10 pounds. We have some rules. It has to be American made. No foreign car valve covers.
No foreign car valve covers.
So we have this big long track, and boy, I mean, it gets pretty serious. So we have our valve cover races.
So you put wheels on a valve cover.
Gets wheels on a valve cover.
And you just roll it down.
And roll it down.